Welcome to Languages on a Plate, Spanish Step 2, full course for near beginners. Direct follow-up from our Spanish Step 1 course. The course contains 22 fully scaffolded lessons with interactive activities and clear video explanations to help build your long-term learning. The course has over 350 steps and I've split them into 4 modules. Module 1, My Memorable Holiday, where you will learn how to talk about past holidays, which means you'll learn your third tense, the preterite tense. Module 2, Fantastic Food, where you will learn how to talk about your food preferences and healthy and unhealthy diets. Module 3, A Day in My Life, where you will learn how to describe your daily routine and you will learn 2 more core pieces of Spanish grammar, reflexive verbs and the imperfect tense. And finally, Module 4, My Style, where you will learn topic-specific vocabulary for things like clothes, TV and film, and how you use your phone. By the end of this course, you will have added around 1,250 words to your Spanish vocabulary. And if you followed on from the Spanish Step 1 course, where you learnt 2,000 words, that will mean that you will end this course with over 3,000 words in Spanish. And you will have learnt 4 tenses. This means that you will be in a really strong place for the foundational level in Spanish, so you'll be able to progress quite fast in any future learning. But also, all of this knowledge equips you with more useful language that you can use if you travel to a Spanish-speaking country. Similarly to the Spanish Step 1 course, I've designed each step to really build on your knowledge so that the knowledge is really embedded. Therefore, I recommend that you take about an hour per lesson to really learn the vocabulary and make sure that the grammar knowledge is fully ingrained. Although if you did pick up the strong foundations from Spanish Step 1, you might find that you can whiz through the content a little bit faster as the concepts are largely already there. And finally, if you haven't used my website or other courses before, you might be wondering why would you study with me instead of anyone else. So I'll just go over some of my credentials. I'm a fully qualified teacher with many years experience teaching and leading subject areas in some of the best schools in the UK. I've been teaching Spanish to English native speakers for many years and my method is backed by postgraduate qualifications and experience. So the structure of learning is efficient in leading you to your end goal faster and having that long-term learning. Many of my former students have gone on to study Spanish at university, including top ones such as Oxford and Cambridge, while others have gone on to travel to Latin America and Spain for extensive periods, and I've even helped some pass their DELE language exams to emigrate to Spain. All of this real-world teaching experience differentiates my courses from many others on the market. But another differentiator is from a personal level, and that's my motivation to help support all of my students' Spanish learning goals. You see, this is because my own desire to learn Spanish was deeply personal. My grandmother, who was born in Colombia and grew up there and in Central America, never passed Spanish down to my dad, and consequently never passed it down to me. So when I started learning Spanish at school, it ignited a spark in me to regain something that I felt I had lost. So I made it my mission to explore everything that the language encompassed, such as the differences in the associated cultures and people, not just the grammar and vocabulary. This then led me to study Spanish at university and later build up my fluency even more by living and working in Latin America. These experiences pushed my love for everything connected to the language, and I've always endeavoured to showcase that in my teaching and in my courses. I really want my students to be inspired by the Spanish-speaking world. So, if you want a course that you can do at home with clear and concise video explanations, instant feedback on exercises, interactive games for building your vocabulary, and structured learning to build on your knowledge, then I've built this course with you in mind.